this very nicely when counting layer. We count this hyperechoic mucosa, then hypoechoic muscularis mucosa, then hyperechoic submucosa, and here this is the muscularis propria. So it is originating from the muscularis propria, and here this is the lumen of the esophagus, and this is the opposite wall, and this is the opposite wall. So when we count the layer, this is the double wall layering effect. This is the opposite wall. Because this is a lumen with air inside. This is the esophageal lumen with air inside, and this is the opposite wall. And here we count this wall. Here, this is the muscularis propria. If you count from inside out, this is the mucosa, muscularis mucosa, submucosa, muscularis propria, from which the tumor is originating, and this is the lumen inside the esophagus with air inside, and this is the fifth layer of the opposite wall of the esophagus. So we may be deceived that it is the muscularis propria layer, and this is originating from the muscularis mucosa, but actually this is the opposite wall, and this is the double wall layering effect.
There. Because this is deceiving, this is the double wall layering effect. This is the lumen with air inside, and this is the muscularis propria of the opposite wall, And here this is the lumen, yes, with air inside, and this is the opposite wall, the muscularis propria of the opposite wall, and this is the muscularis propria of the opposite wall. But here this is the muscularis propria of the same wall, the wall of origin of the nerve. And here we should count from the edge of the nerve, here or there. Here, very nicely counting, hyperechoic mucosa, hypoechoic muscularis mucosa, hyperechoic submucosa, and hypoechoic muscularis propria. So it is beautifully originated from the muscularis propria, and here beautifully seen the muscularis propria of the opposite wall. And here this is the lumen, and this is the muscularis propria of the opposite wall. This is what is called the double wall layering effect. Okay?